Hello, my fellow adventurers! This is Mloentje, and welcome back to Throne and Liberty. Guys, the weather is not so well, but today we are here with a little update on the actual, well, the new event. Well, it wasn't really a new event. It was, well, basically a bunch of... just as I thought that the weather was bad, it stopped raining. Yeah, it stopped raining. Perfect. So recently, guys, on the map, we had a bunch of like fishing spots and then the Rift Rebellions, right? Like it was bosses or mobs we needed to defeat, or then do a couple of like jumping puzzles. Now, once you actually complete all of the fishing locations and all of the Rift Rebellions on the map, apparently daily, and I didn't even notice this until a week later, apparently there's like high-end Rift Rebellions that show up, and then also a high-end relic fishing location that shows up daily, as you can see here, 21 hours and 29 minutes remaining. Right, so today we are gonna see exactly what we can find in here. So let's go inside. Is it the same fight? Is it gonna be a more tougher fight? Because some of these fights you do need to be, as we saw, like the boss eventually did have a decent amount of health. Like you do need to have a certain level to be able to beat it, especially the end bosses. So I would expect if this is a higher end one. Yeah, 486. I think it is more than the Dark Enforcer. I think the Dark Enforcer we saw before was 160 something. I'm gonna need to quickly check that out. Yeah, definitely interesting that they do give, well, it's not really, for me, like I said, not really an issue. And then I presume that we also are gonna get rewards from this, right? So special resistance medals. Okay. I was expecting a little bit more to be honest, but it's extra resistance medals and that is never bad, guys. Now we also, now that I'm busy, we also kind of wanna got one over here. So let's go to the Sandworm lair. Let's see what we can find there. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I thought like, okay, once we have done them all, we're basically done, right? We have all the stats that we can get for our stellar journey, right? Because that's why you want to do all of the fishing locations. That's why you want to do everything for the Traces of Time, right? We'll be basically able to do everything in Stoneguard and then the higher and then the last one. And but yeah, there are additional things you can do daily, apparently. Oh, yeah, this was the Stardust one. So it is basically the same fight that you do, or the same mechanics that you had to do from before. So yeah, we just collect. It's not like it becomes more difficult, or except for the boss. We're gonna need to check that out. How much HP that boss actually had before. But yeah, let's just run around and collect. Doesn't look like there are more twisters or sandstorms popping up. Alright, chest. Let's see what we can get. Yeah, resistance medals, guys. If it was tokens, guys, that we could get from this, if it was adventure coins, fortitude that we could get this, I would say do them every day. Definitely worth it. Resistance medals. Like I said, there's some pretty good stuff that you can buy with it. But I would not like go out of my way to actually do these for the resistance medals. Let's see. What do we get? And resistance medals. So yeah, I would not go out of my way to actually do these for resistance medals. Let's quickly go check, guys. Maybe there is something in the shop for resistance medals that I kind of missed with an update, and maybe they're selling like more than I remember. Maybe even better goodies than I remember. So we got a resistance goods merchant over here. Unlock stones, 20 a week. Weapon mastery, 10 a week for 100,000. Rare ore. So these two are pretty interesting, though. Selection chests for the ores, no. Rare cooking. We can get the scorpion tails from these, so those are actually pretty interesting as well. And then you have a bunch of stuff, guys, that is basically limited. But as you can see, like, I bought everything that was limited. We got Amatoy selection chest, but I already have all of the Amatoys, so I don't need to buy that one. So I would say the only thing that I find interesting in here is the cooking ingredients. And then the common unlock stones and weapon mastery. But once you're done with your weapon mastery, again, it's not something that you're gonna buy, right? I don't know. So how much do we need in total? So 91. So between 28 and 42 resistance medals that you can get per week for the actual extra events. That's not a lot. That's not even able to buy... Well, maybe just buy one of these things. Anyway, guys, thought I'd bring you in on something that basically I haven't checked out and kind of wanted to check out if it was worth investing my time into. And, well, I wouldn't say that I would go out of my way, but from time to time I might actually pick up one or two. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap up this episode here, guys. If you want to see more of my quest progression on my Let's Play here in Throne and Liberty, or any other game I might be playing on my channel, just hit that subscribe button. It would always help out a lot. I do hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.